What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Big Moki Show. I am your boy, Mike Lenz, aka Mr. Big Moki. Hey, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you for everybody who's checking out my channel and checking out the podcast. You can check out the Big Moki Show on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and here on YouTube as the Big Moki Show. Of course, we know we're on this journey together. There's a lot of things that I'm learning, that I'm trying to do, that I will do. I promise I'll get some better thumb tags going and all that stuff. But like I said before, a lot of love and a lot of appreciation. I got 9 more. I need 9 more. I need 9 more subscribers, and I can go live on YouTube. Okay, I just need 9 more, and then I believe if I can go live on YouTube, I could do a video to video face. I'm not sure. I got to look that up. But I like to say just thank you to everybody who's been watching, who's liking. Still haven't really gotten any comments or questions that I can talk about. But the one thing did come my way. We're going to talk about the 6 types of anger today, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Right now, I'm not going to be talking about no WWE or, football or whatever. But the NFL draft is tonight, so I will be watching that. Okay? Hey, check it. And plus, the audio I've been trying to get right with the podcast and, just the video on YouTube. So, we got 6 types of anger, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into it. 6 types of anger issues. You got, let's see, number 1, you got assertive anger, okay? You got behavior anger. You got chronic anger. Number 4, passive-aggressive anger. Number 5, I can't read that. Let me get my Siri to help me with this. Read that for me, Siri.
Retaliatory.
It's kind of like retaliating anger. And I'm not ashamed, Your boy's coming up. Anyways, retaliatory anger, self-absorbed anger, and that's number 6. So, ladies and gentlemen, everybody's has emotions. Everybody's angry. Let me read this paragraph. 6 types of anger, ladies and gentlemen. Anger is a universal emotion. We all feel annoyed, frustrated, or outraged on occasions, often rightfully so. But anger is neither it's neither good or bad. It's simply an emotion. That's all anger is. It's an emotion. So that's, we got to learn to control our emotions. I kind of want to say it's all about the principalities. Let's see. Let me get back on track, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So it also goes on to say, neither bad or good, which comes in the territory of being human, acting as and built guides to alert us to our environment and how we should respond within it. Yet, there's a common miscommunication that all types of anger manifest as loud and violent behavior. In reality, anger is not a lot more complex than a stereotypical blow up, okay? There are many types of anger issues that can be addressed. Now, your boy right now, I will come on here and say, yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, if I say I don't have anger or emotions, I'm just straight up lying to you guys. That's why I want to go through this, because it's something that I lived and something that I had a hard time dealing with. Had no idea what type of emotions that I was feeling or what type of anger. And you got those idiots out there, excuse the language, that are just they'll judge you. They'll straight up judge you. They'll be like, "Oh, you're just angry. You're just angry." Well, those same type of people that's calling you angry are the ones that are the worst ones, because they're not looking within themselves. Okay? It's the people like me, like you, that know, okay, hey, yeah, I'm getting angry. What are my tools? What can I do to calm down? For me, it's either the gym or making music or my newfound love, my calling, making this podcast, aka YouTube, as well. And ladies and gentlemen, let me just say, if you're going to make a YouTube, if you're going to make a podcast, just go for it. But make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Make sure you're not doing it out of spite, out of jealousy, out of just hate. There was a comedian, his name is Godfrey. He could do all kind of voices. He said on a podcast with Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay, that he has some friends. Hey, how's that how that comedy thing going? He's like, comedy thing? No, this is my calling. This is not easy. You know, his friends that went off to go out to the corporate world and stuff, they decided they wanted to try comedy, and they watched videos on YouTube. They watched videos on TikTok. And they were like, oh, yeah, this is funny. No, it's an art form. And if you're passionate about it, you're just going to do better. You're just going to get better at it, you know? So I say, again, don't do it out of spite. Don't do it out of hate. You know, support one another, especially if, you know, you're local or whatnot. Support your boy. Support your lady. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back to these 6 types of anger. There are some dots here. Like there's one that says the direction of anger is eternal versus external. The anger reaction, regulatory versus resistant. The mood of anger, physical versus verbal. All right. Anger, impulsive, controlled or uncontrolled. Objective of anger. Let me get my Siri to read that. I have dyslexia, y'all. It's no secret. It's hard for me to read words sometimes, but that's okay, because it ain't gonna stop me from doing what I want to do when it comes to what I love.
Restorative.
Restorative. Okay. And how about this one, Siri?
Punitive.
Restorative and punitive. Shallow and pedantic. Yeah. All right. In our daily lives, it's not the anger feelings that are the concern, but rather how they are managed in our behaviors. Yes, that's a big one. And that's a big one for me, because when I would get upset and angry, I did not know how to manage my anger. I did not know how to control my anger. Okay. And the people that thought they were helping me did not help me at all. They actually put more fuel to the fire. They put more wood to the fire, because the way they did it, the way they approached me, made me feel like, you think you're better than me. You think you're better than me. So, you know, I don't care what you say. And then their reactions, their face, how they looked, it made me feel insecure. It made me feel, you know, just like, I don't know what I'm talking about, like I'm stupid or something. And it just made me more angry. Okay. So, and that's another thing. People, if you're trying to help somebody, you know, get over some anger, don't do it with a mindset like we're better than you. Do it from your heart, you know. And when you do it from your heart, you're not going to show any facial reactions of, oh, this guy. Trust me, because there are people like that. And these are the things that are dismissed when topics like this is being spoken about. So yeah, people can read other people's faces, you know. It is what it is. So here are the 6 common types of anger issues. Type 1, assertive anger. And we're gonna have my girl Siri read it, my AI. Not you, Siri. Oh, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Type 1. Assertive anger. Assertive anger is actually considered to be a constructive type of anger expression. Feelings of frustration or rage typically act as a catalyst for positive change, rather than avoiding confrontation, internalizing anger, or resorting to verbal insults and physical outbursts. Anger is expressed in ways that create constructive change that bring a person closer to having their wants met without causing distress or destruction. Assertive anger expression can address a person's needs without transgressing other people's rights and boundaries. Assertive anger is a powerful motivator that can be used to overcome fear, address injustice, and achieve more desired outcomes in life.
That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. And when you're scared of something, are you that assertive, angry person? Me, I'm not. If I'm just scared of something, I'm just scared of something. But if you're that, pretty much is saying face your fear. Stop getting angry about it. Stop running away from it. Face it. Deal with it. And once you do that, you'll feel accomplished. You've conquered something. You won. You've done something correct. Yeah, I'm very proud of you, Oos. All right, number two, behavioral anger. All right, let me get my AI going real quick. This is fun because it's my little co-host. I ain't got no co-host yet. Here we go.
Type 2. Behavioral anger. Behavioral aggression is a physical, and often aggressive, reaction to angry feelings. It can lend itself to the most extreme end of the spectrum and turn violent. Aggression is behavior that has an intended motivation to cause external harm. This might look like breaking or throwing things in an angry outburst, or physically intimidating or attacking someone. Behavioral anger often has negative legal and interpersonal consequences, as this highly unpredictable and impulsive behavior erodes the ability to form trusting and respectful relationships. It's worth noting that emotions, like anger, don't automatically generate physical aggression or violent behavior. It's often a choice.
And that is correct, ladies and gentlemen. And that one right there, I can say for myself that was me. That's the type of anger that I dealt with and didn't know how to handle that emotional behavior. For me to get my point across, it'd be like, I feel like you're not understanding me, so I'm going to make you understand me. I would get really, really, really loud. And even now, even if I'm talking now, some people might think I'm yelling, but I'm having the time of my life and I'm not even yelling. So it's kind of a give and go on that one. But yeah, I've spit in people's faces. I've thrown stuff. I've broke stuff. And I can only talk about this because this is like a level that I've actually approved from. Now, you can come on the comments and judge me if you want, but you can't sit there and say that you perfect because we know you not. Ooze, come on. This is a hard subject, but not really though. What type of anger person are you? Because we all get angry. We all get frustrated. Do you run and hide? Do you break stuff? Do you get verbally abusive, aggressive, or whatnot? Okay. All right. Number 3, chronic anger. We're going to have my AI assistant read it for us because she reads better than I do.
Type 3. Chronic anger. Chronic anger is an ongoing and general sense of resentment of other people. It can feel like a sweeping sense of frustration with certain circumstances, or often anger towards oneself. The hallmark of chronic anger is a long-term nagging and perpetual irritation. The prolonged nature of this type of anger can have profoundly adverse effects on one's health and well-being. If a person is able to pinpoint the source of resentment, it's possible to resolve the inner conflict by forgiving past transgressions. The process of forgiveness can be powerful and empowering, and can help to resolve lingering hurt and frustration.
That's correct. I can't say that I'm a chronic anger myself, but I've known a lot of people, and I'm not trying to be judgmental or nothing. It's just, when people do it to me, I'm doing it to them. You call it how you see it. There are some people, pretty much it's like a hater type, and hating is actually an anger. It's an anger. That's what chronic anger is. It can feel like a sweeping sense of frustration within certain circumstances. Say your partner got a new car and it's like, man, that dude don't deserve no car. Or somebody got a raise, and and next thing you know, you hating on that. That's pretty much chronic anger is a nice way of saying hating. That's all it is. Are you hating that, your friend got more likes and more subscribes or whatever? Are you hating that this person got the raise? Are you hating that this person got the promotion? Instead of hating, just send out love, man. because that hate energy, it ain't going to do nothing for you but hurt you. That hate energy is going to take you inside and just devour you and then, like, eat you alive. That chronic anger, that hate anger is just going to eat you alive. So, don't be too hard on yourself. Just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and, get up and keep moving. And I'm not just talking to you guys. As I'm speaking right now, I'm talking to myself. As a person who struggles with anxiety and depression, I got to tell myself that some days, I jump on my podcast, I jump on my YouTube, I seem happy-go-lucky, but a lot of people don't know. A lot of times, your boy sometimes gets very, 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 very lonely. And the night times are the worst. It sucks. It sucks. But what can you do? If you got a relationship with God or whatever you believe in, universe, just spend time. Spend time. My pastor would say, get in the word, make your podcast, make your music, but don't hate on like your friends or family that are like coming up, because you're going to have your time. You're going to have your time when you come up. And I know for sure that you hear that a lot. And it seems like that's all you hear, but nothing happens. I know, because I feel like I'm living it right now. Okay. But all I'm saying is keep moving forward, man. Keep moving forward, Oos. And just don't hate on anybody. Give that good vibe energy. You know what I'm saying? Oos? Just keep giving that good vibe. Don't be a chronic anger person. Don't be a hater. All right, here we go. Number 4. Passive-aggressive anger. Let's have my AI read that because she sounds so lovely. Don't you agree? I agree. Here we go.
Type 4. Passive-aggressive anger. Passive-aggressive anger is the opposite of aggressive anger, in that it is an avoidant type of anger expression. Those who exhibit passive aggression try to evade all forms of confrontation and may deny or repress any feelings of frustration or fury they're experiencing. Passive-aggressive behavior may be expressed verbally as sarcasm, pointed silence, or veiled mockery. Physically, it can be manifested in behavior such as chronic procrastination and lack. Sometimes people who express anger passively aren't even aware that their actions are perceived as aggressive, which can leave them surprised at the reactions from others.
That is totally true. And I definitely know of quite a few people that are passively anger people. Passive aggressive anger folks. Man, I'll give you an example. Let's say you're in a relationship, Oos. Let's say you're in a relationship, okay? And your lady is a passive-aggressive, angry person, okay? Okay, let's say you're on Instagram, yeah? All right, so you're liking other females' pics, like, oh, yeah, I like this one. You leave comments and whatnot. She blows up, and she hates that you do that. But then you go back and you tell her, hey, you take selfies, you let strange men, like your photo and comment on your photo. And then you're over here commenting on other people's photos, like highly attractive guys. You ask her that question, what does she do? She'll turn and run away and walk the other way. She won't even acknowledge the fact that she's doing that. He or she, I mean, I'm not saying 2 wrongs make a right, but I'm giving you an example of a passive, aggressive, angry person. They're trying to tell you, don't do this, don't do that. But they're over here doing what they're telling you not to do. Okay? So don't let them tell you what to do. Don't let them control your life. Don't let them control what you say on your podcast or how you speak on your podcast. Like, they say you be you, but then when you say something and they over here watching your podcast or they listening to your podcast and then they get upset and then they get back at you. Why you say that? Why you say that? It's my podcast. I can say what I want to say. I'm speaking like it's happening to me, but no, not really. But maybe, but no. But that is an example of a passive-aggressive, angry person, ladies and gentlemen. We have emotions. We all have emotions. Emotions make you cry sometimes. Emotions make you laugh sometimes. But most of all, make you fall in Y'all know that song by H-Town? Yeah, it's called Emotions. Anyway, yeah, go check that song out by H-Town, Emotions. All right, number 5. I can't read that word. AI.
Type 5. Retaliatory anger. Retaliatory anger is typically seen as an instinctual response to being confronted or attacked by an external incident or person. In fact, it's considered to be one of the most common types of anger, as it's motivated by revenge for a perceived wrong. Vengeful anger can also be deliberate and often aims to intimidate others by asserting control over a situation or outcome.
Wow.
It may only serve to escalate tensions.
Yeah.
Retaliation is a choice, not an impulse.
Exactly.
Cyclical anger seldom dies off in a tit-for-tat scenario.
Exactly. The last scenario I talked about, same type of person, this type of anger, retaliation. Just, earlier in my video, I said, if you're going to make a podcast, if you're going to make a YouTube, make sure you do it for you, not out of retaliation. Okay. This is somebody that I know, but they want to do it just out of retaliation so they can spill their stuff out. And that's fine. That's okay. Do what you do, boo. Do what you do. But I'm doing this because I love it. It's my calling. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm saying is don't ever do anything out of retaliation because it is a choice. It's an option. Somebody gets under your skin with something that they say. Somebody will tell you something that's going to hit hard. That's going to give you a hard punch. Take it. Turn that other cheek. Walk the other way. Silence is the best treatment. I swear it'll piss them off even more. If you do not respond to retaliators, they will get pissed off. I know, because sometimes I used to retaliate. Ain't no point of wasting that energy, Oos. Ain't no point, baby. Hey, look, man, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I still go through emotions. I still go through anger. But the thing I'm grateful about and that I'm blessed about and that I thank God about is that I am now fully functionally aware of, what I am capable of saying or doing with my anger. I know when it's arising, I know I am aware. Before it was like, I would totally ignore the signs and not know. I just know I'll be mad. Okay. But now, I'm a grown man and it's like, I know all the tools. I know when I'm getting angry. I know when my heart is beating fast or my palms are getting sweaty, eating mom's spaghetti. No. But for real, your palms will get sweaty and it feel like somebody just flipped a switch right inside your mental. Somebody just flipped a switch and it's like, boom, like that. You're just angry, You just got to find the tools, baby. You got to find the tools, Uso. All right, number 6. Last but not least, certainly.
Type 6. Self-abusive anger. Self-abusive anger is based on feelings of self-shame. Those who feel hopeless, unworthy, humiliated, or ashamed might internalize those feelings and express their anger via negative self-talk, self-harm, substance abuse, or disordered eating. Alternatively, those with self-abusive anger might lash out at those around to mask feelings of low self-worth, ultimately increasing their sense of alienation. If you notice your uncontrolled anger issues are consuming, and that your behavior is impeding on your daily life, seeking anger management therapy could alleviate your discomfort and interpersonal issues. Advocate can help you get matched with a therapist who specializes in anger management today.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is correct. Thank you. I'm going to call her Serena, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah. Hey, man, look. Everybody has that self-doubt. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel worthy. You don't feel good enough. Oh, she's so beautiful. I'm not good enough for her. This and that. Or, negative talk about yourself. Hey, man, let me tell you, from somebody who suffers from depression and stuff, and is trying to get back into the weight room and trying to get back to where I was physically. Let me tell you how self-harm, like mentally telling yourself you're not this and that. Your mental has a lot to do with your gains and what you lose. Because your muscle and your mind connects, your body's going to show off how you're feeling. I know. I've gotten, why you always look so sad? You walk around like you're slumping around. Man, you know what? It is a tough fight. It's a tough fight to get out of that type of anger. It's a very tough fight, especially when like life has just been beating you and beating you and beating you and beating you. You're like life has just been handing you bangers after bangers after bangers after bangers of smackdowns, Ooze? But, going back to the mind-muscle connection, it's just like your mind and your soul connection. How are you going to fix your soul when your mind isn't exactly all the way there yet? When people say work on yourself, yeah, work on yourself, but do the things that you love to do. It's like I always say, and this doesn't have to pertain to the gym. This can be your everyday life. But in this scenario, you're going to the gym, you have no agenda. You don't even feel like working out. There is no agenda. You're at the gym. All you have to do is work out on your favorite body part. Just do one little workout to get you going. And keep doing that one. Keep going until finally, because it's like, how can I say, when you start a car, huh? When you start a car and the starter won't go, and then finally, boom, that starter catches fire. And once you catch fire, boom, you keep going, yeah? Hey, look, Oos, that's what I'm saying, huh? So once you catch fire and you go. Hey, man, look, I'm preaching to myself right now, okay, Oos? But that's what I jumped on here to say. We all got angers. We all got emotions. It's how we control them, okay? So if you don't go to the gym, maybe it's a game. Maybe it's a video game. You go play Mario, you just want to play that one particular stage of Mario, and you're playing Mario, or you're playing like, I don't know, Fortnite or whatever, and you're trying to get like these skins or whatever, and you're actually trying to earn them instead of just buying them, Oos. So you go and you try to get these skins, and then finally you got a skin that you wanted, yeah? But the thing is, you got to keep going. You got to be persistent. You got to be consistent in everything that you do, Oos. Make sure you love what you do. Like, I love music. I love drumming. I love playing the bass. I love playing the keyboard. I love making beats. That's what I love to do. Stay with your craft. You may have more than one or two crafts. You may have a lot. You may be talented in multiple fields. Or if you're just talented in one, that's okay. Just do that. Do that to your level. Turn yourself up a notch and put the pedal to the metal and to the floor, baby. Let's go. Vroom. Yeet. You know what I'm saying, Oos? Hey, look, man, I'm not going to read no bro code because this ain't no type of podcast for bro code, whatnot. But I did want to jump on here and talk about at least the 6 types of anger and let you guys hear how passionate I am about my podcast, and that it's not always about WWE. I know lately I've been talking about it, but mostly it will be. But ladies and gentlemen, please like and subscribe and share. Please subscribe on my YouTube, The Big Moki Show. And please go by Apple Podcasts. Look for The Big Moki Show. You'll see a neon logo. Or no, that one. On that one, you'll see my face. It'll be a blue background. You'll see my face, The Big Moki Show. Also on Spotify, The Big Moki Show. I'm going to leave up my number where you can leave messages. You could text questions, and I can hit it up on the next podcast. To be honest, this is actually one of the first questions somebody asked me that I got from a messenger on Instagram. So, but they told me to keep their name secluded. So it's, pow. So 6 types of anger. We all go through it. We all have emotions. Go check out that song by H-Town. It's an old school song. Emotions make you cry sometimes. Emotions make you laugh sometimes. But most of all, make you fall in love. Oh, yeah, man, that's a good song. I mean, excuse me, but hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Michael Lenz. I'm going to be signing out. Love, live life. Know your anger, know your emotions. Deuces. Ooses.